Hi friends, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's house and welcome to the It's Something About That Pink and Green 2020 Tablescape collaboration that's being hosted by Vandessa over at Viology, and she's asked myself, TMB Designs, currently Royalty Designs, and Kimberly Davis over at Diva Design on a Dime to co-host with her. Now for this collaboration, it was really easy. And what Vandessa wanted us to do was to create a tablescape using pink and green. The upload date is today, August the 16th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The rules: you must subscribe to all of the host channels and no early uploads. And the hashtag is Pink and Green Tablescape 2020, and the co-hosts are TMB Designs, currently Royalty Designs, Diva Designing on a Dime, and myself, Juani, over here at Juani's house. Now, first for this collaboration, I had to decide where did I want to set up. So I decided to bring this tablescape outside. So I am outside on my patio, and then I went and looked at my arsenal because my goal was to create this tablescape by spending little money as possible. Pink isn't a color that I use often, especially for tablescapes. So this was a challenge. Challenge accepted. Okay, so now I'm back out here on my patio, and so I decided to ground these colors. I was going to use my gold chargers. So the gold chargers, the two on the head and the tail of the tables are like this, and then the other ones are just plain. They don't have the scallop edges. And so now I'm bringing in the green. These green plates are from the Dollar Tree. I've had them forever, but I think that this is the perfect shade of green to go with the pink that I will be implementing here. And so I went over to my rose bush because I wanted to do something different. So I took 3 rose buds for each place setting, sat them up, and then what I wanted to do is I put the clear glass plates on top of them. Now in a perfect world, what I would have done was to press the roses in between books and let them dry out, but this is how I'm doing this one, and I have a similar effect to what I wanted. So I went to the store looking for something pink, and I found these really cute pink flower napkin rings, but they only had 4 and there were no more. But that's okay, because what I decided to do is I was going to create my own simply by using some roses on a stem. So I have my stem roses, I have my glue sticks, I have some floral tape, as well as my scissors, and I think that is all that I'm going to need. And so my flowers won't be exactly like this, but they will be pretty close. So that's another tip. You don't have what you need, you can always make them. Napkin rings are one of the easiest things that we can make, and if you find the perfect floral, you are well on your way. And so for this, I end up buying 2 roses. They were 80 cents a piece. There were 3 roses, 80 cents a piece. And then my tape that I got 50% off, that was it. So for me to create my tablescape, the only thing I bought was these roses and to create these napkin rings. So basically what I'm doing here is I figured out the length of the napkin rings and how large I wanted the loop, and I wanted to create this as similar as to the ones that came into the package as possible. And so I cut them at the proper length, wrapped it around into my loop, and then I will begin to attach it with the floral tape going around. Now, the package of 4 of the florals that I ended up paying them on clearance for $4. So it was like $1 a napkin ring. So this was about the same. I think I paid, like what I said, 80 cents. So not bad for me to have 6 napkin rings should there ever be a time that I want to incorporate pink into a tablescape again, I will have these. But like I said, these aren't colors that I typically use. It's so far out of my comfort zone. But guys, the end is going to be amazing. You are really going to love how I pull all of this together. All right, so on the head and the tail of the tables is where I decided to use the napkin rings that I created, and then on the two inner table settings is where I used the ones that came in the package. And the colors are almost spot on. It looks so pretty. And then we're gonna go on to the next step for this tablescape. Okay, so now I'm going to add my wine glasses here. These came from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree usually has them every year or some similar to these. These have the bowl that is green and the stem that is clear. And so that's how we're bringing some more green into this tablescape. I just love it. And it's something about this table that's really making all of this pop for me. And what would have been perfect if my rose blooms were like really popping right now, this would be such a beautiful like backdrop for a garden party setting. But nevertheless, it is still fabulous. Okay, so now I'm adding these little like bud vases. Now I use them for like drinks. You can use them for water, like individual water settings, but they're actually bud vases from the Dollar Tree. And so recently I went out and Michael's had an amazing 70% off sale for all of their florals. So I have been around here making all types of floral arrangements for the home, but I also picked up some of the bouquet flowers that they had. And so they had these beautiful bouquets that I picked up for $3 a piece. And so it's another thing that I purchased, but I ended up using bouquets around the house at other places. So these bouquets, as you will see, are absolutely beautiful, and they're going to bring in the entire area. But then I realized that I had these really pretty pink votive holders, and they're just real pretty iridescent shiny pink. It has a little bit of glitter in them. I purchased these earlier in the year and they were on clearance. I think I got maybe like 18 in the box, 12 or 18 in the box, and it was so cheap I could not leave them. So once again, so I'm putting them around in front of each plate setting and on the side, and then I will put in the little votive candles. And it will make such a beautiful glow. But I'm not going to show you that here. I have it lit in one candle so you see how it glows throughout on the votive. And so now I'm adding the bouquets that I was speaking about. Now these bouquets are absolutely beautiful because they have the pink and the white, and then they have green in them for the leaves. I love using the leaves in my decor, in my floral arrangement, and the fact that these already had them included is icing on the cake. So this is a close-up, guys, of my tablescape. I think this will be beautiful for a bridal shower, a baby shower, a girl's tea, a Mother's Day brunch, so many things. Or if you just want to do something special for your girls, this would have been the way to go. It is so feminine, it is so pretty, and it looks like you went all out, but you really didn't, because that's how we do. We are all about making things fabulous on a budget. We used practically no money. We had $9 for the florals, and then with $1.80 for our napkin rings, and then plus the other $4. So what, about $12? $13. That was it. This close-up lets you see every detail of this tablescape, and as you see, as time goes on, the plate will slowly begin to push down the floors and they will lay flat. They will be absolutely beautiful. But like I said, if you would like to do this, I would suggest that you put these in between paper towels, place them in the book, and they would press, they would get dry, and those will be beautiful, beautiful, beautiful on your tablescape. So I want to thank my girl Vandessa for spearing off this collaboration. Make sure you go out and you check out all of the participants, as well as my sisters, Trevina and Kimberly, who are all participating in this. Go ahead and see what they have, what they're bringing you. If you are new to Juani's house, I would love for you to subscribe. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of my upcoming uploads. Also, come on over and check me out on my Instagram. You can find me over there at Juani's house, just like this. Hit the follow button, and then you will be in the know as to what is to come over here at Juani's house. So guys, I'm about to go, but before I do, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.